So we have, put a 1 here, 1x minus, 1x over 5 minus 1x over 3. Because those are both like terms, they both have the variable x, you could find a common denominator and simplify it. Do you want to do it that way?
What's the easier way?
This is easy. Yeah, so what's the common denominator? What would I multiply this by? And this, to get the same denominator. The common denominator is 15, yes, so I have to multiply by 5 times 3 is 15, so I have to multiply this by 3. 3 times what is 15? So I have to multiply that by 5. So let's rewrite this with a common denominator. So 1x times 3 is 3x over 15. Take away 5x over 15 equals 4. Right? Do you understand what I did there? I'm just finding a common denominator. We're just rewriting the fractions with a common denominator because 3 take away 5 is negative 2. X over equals 4. So I have a negative 2x divided by 15. What do you think we're going to do now to get rid of that divided by 15? What's the opposite of divide by 15? Times by 15. That gets rid of it. What do I have to do to the right side? Times by 15. This is actually, yep. So now I just have the negative 2x on the left side. And let's simplify it. What's 4 times 15? 60. Simplify it. 4 times 15 is 60. Now what? Divide both sides by negative 2 because you're trying to get everything away from the x. So I have to divide that by negative 2. So I'm left with x equals, what's a positive times divided by a negative? Negative. 60 divided by 2 is 30. So I have m plus 1 divided by 3, and I say, you know what, I don't want that fraction there. I'm going to multiply this by 3 to get rid of the fraction. But what do I have to do to everything else? If I multiply this by 3, what do I have to do to everything? Multiply them all by 3. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit tricky. Look here. What am I left with on the left side? M plus 1 plus, what's 1 times 3? Plus 3. Equals, now here's where it gets tricky. I'm multiplying this by 3, everything by 3. So what's 3 times 3m? 9m. What's 3 times negative 2? Negative 6 over 2. Does that make sense? Okay, I still have a fraction. I have 9m minus 6 divided by 2. How do I get rid of that fraction on the right side? On the right side of the equation. What's the opposite of divided by 2? I multiply that by 2 and I'm getting rid of that. I'm trying to get rid of the fraction, so what do I have to do to the left side? Multiply everything by 2. 2 times m is 2m plus, what's 2 times 1? Plus 2 times 3 equals, what do I have on the right side? Just the 9m minus 6. I got rid of the fraction. You can only keep your variable terms together. I have a 2m, I keep that on the left, and I have a 9m on the right. What does it become? Yeah, you got to put the variable terms together. What does the positive 9m become? Yep. Okay, so I've done that, and I've done that. I keep this negative 6 right here. I don't move it, but I have this positive 2. What does that become? Negative 2, and I have a positive 6 becomes negative 6. So I'm done with that, and I've written that. Now to simplify it. What's 2 take away 9? Negative 7. What is negative 6 take away 2 take away 6? Negative 14. What do I need to do to both sides now to isolate my variable? Divide by negative. If it's a negative, you need to divide by itself to get rid of it. So I have to divide this by negative. I'm left with m equals 2. positive 2, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive.